Welcome back to another episode of Your Daily Real Estate. This is Tristan. Let's talk about stop making selfish content, please. And you can see it out there. This episode's brought to you by abrillianttribe.com. Check us out. That's where I do group coaching and I help you, regardless of what stage you're in, to help you get you to the next level. Selfish content, I think, stems from asking the wrong questions. And don't just think selfish content on social media. Think selfish content on mailers, selfish content on newsletters, so email, selfish content on texts and calling. You all know that I don't like text voicemail or voice to text because I just don't have time to look at it because we're in so many different meetings or I'm talking to people and I can't stop and actually listen to the voice text and think of the reasoning why people do that. They don't think of the recipient. They think, well, what's easier for me? And that is also the reason there's a lot of selfish content. That reasoning. You're all thinking, how can I get my business out there more? How can I show people how amazing, how cool, how whatever you are? Let me show everybody my awards. Look at this. First place, second place. Look how much money I made. Look at this cool car. Look at this new listing. A lot of people are following trends blindly. And that causes a lot of spam. That causes selfish content. What I want you to start thinking is, first, I want you to stop with the personal goal. And I want you to start thinking of the audience needs. What does the audience actually need from you? In fact, you could probably go through a set of questions that you can ask to discover that and say, okay, based on what I do for a living, based on what I love doing, you combine both. What would my audience that I want to reach want to know more about? Because they can use it. What about what I do and what I love is important to my audience because they can actually use it? Next, what's bothering my audience that if I talk about it, if I send them something by mail, if I text them, if I email them, they'll respond? I had one session that we did, I think it was last week. Somebody in this, it was a presentation I did. I don't know the people I did it to, but I had a question. And somebody said, hey, Tristan, how do I get millennials to text me back? And I was like, well, what are you texting them? And this person in the audience said, call me. I said, that's all you're texting? That's it? He's like, yeah. And I said, dude, I would never respond to that. You're leading with what you want. And that's the problem. It's so apparent. You're never going to get people to respond the way you imagine them to respond if you keep on being selfish with your content. The other one is whatever you're sending out, is whatever you're putting out there, is it speaking to a problem that they have right now, that they're seeing in the media, that they're talking to their friends about, that they're talking to their family about? When you start correlating those things and you start seeing, well, what do I do that can help in these? You start shifting and saying, got it, I have this knowledge. And the people I'm trying to target need it because it helps them here. Let me give them this value. so they can save it. Let me give them this value because it's going to help them to solve whatever problem they have. Let me give them this value because now they can share it with other people because it hit them at the core emotionally. That's how you have to start thinking. And remember the three main pieces of content. One is you've got to make people think, right? They love facts. So facts, give them facts. Give them feelings, like those emotions, those hard emotions, anger, sadness, and then give them some fun. Make it fun, make them laugh, right? Those are the three core ones, and you wrap that around a story, and all of a sudden your content starts doing amazing. But it all has to be value led on what your audience wants on every form of marketing. So stop thinking about you and start putting your audience first. Hope that helps. We'll talk tomorrow.